defense, often stopping opposing players dead in their tracks. She can get unnoticed because she doesn't normally produce much offensively. She doesn't have to be a goal scorer for the Lancers, though because of her presence in the back is more than enough to show. She plays all over the pitch, disrupts possessions and forces turnovers. When she exits the games, there's a definite change in the game's atmosphere. Casual fans may not know who she is, but Lancer soccer would have a much harder time without her on the field. The 2014 Unsung Hero Award goes to Holly. The most improved players, and I said that correctly, players. These two girls have stepped up their playing to add to our program in positions that they have never played before. They have given their all and improved tremendously over the season. One could argue that there are many girls that could receive this award, but I typically like to give this to upperclassmen because it shows improvement over time, not just one season. These two young ladies, I'll call them up now, Danielle Whitman and Sarah. So as I was saying, I'll start with Sarah. This is why Coach Thurston's not allowed to touch things that are made of glass. Sarah played fullback for us and never played fullback before. Did a phenomenal job for us this season. I think the first 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks, she was probably the most stressed young lady because everyone was like, unfortunately, because Amy got hurt, that's usually was Amy's spot, and we needed someone to fill it, and we didn't have a lot of choices that had experience in that area. Sarah stepped up. She did an awesome job. We improved her skills overall. She started to play the game. She started to talk to angles. She started to do things even better. By the end of the season, Sarah was one of our best fullbacks, without a doubt. The best compliment you can get as a player, because I've been there before, when you sit there and your teammates at the end of the season look at you and say, you have improved so much that I play with you any day in the back. So her teammates were thrilled to have her, and she did a fantastic job. Our other recipient is Danielle. And I mentioned earlier with Danielle, she played midfield for us, and she would never get off the field unless she was physically told to by the officials. I've never seen someone get their knees banged up so much in my life, but she usually had so many injuries, but she kept on playing. She did a phenomenal job. If you told Danielle, you say, you've got to go in there and do this, she would go in there and do it even better than what you asked. That's what you want from a player. The best time I went, because Danielle was kind of quiet at first and she wasn't playing as assertive as we wanted her to, because our league can be very difficult and very tough. Tri-Valley, in my opinion, with the girls' side, is an extremely difficult league. We are pleased that we're in it because we know that we can eventually get better soccer that way. Danielle was telling, I think, one of the other girls who was man-marking, and the girl was like one of the best scorers in the league for Tri-Valley. At sectionals, she scored over 12 goals for Medway. She did not score against Danielle. She wasn't allowed to. Danielle kept staying with her. The girl might have said a few things, and Danielle kept on playing hard. When Danielle had to come off the field and she told another player to mark that same girl, Danielle's first comment was, you have to stay with her. If you have to hold her, you hold her. You do not let her breathe. And I was like, wow, it's not the same girl that was in the beginning of the season. She's improved tremendously, and we'd like to congratulate you both for your most improved season. Congratulations. Woo-hoo! Okay, the next one we have is the JFK. President Kennedy inspired people to work for the benefit of the communities and for the country and the world. When we give out the JFK Award, we're talking about a young lady, in this case, that each person can make a difference and that everyone should try. This player is a role model of the many qualities that JFK Award stands for. This player helped organize our youth night for Norton Youth Soccer. I believe this young lady has the same attitude as the great player Mia Hamm, when she said, Mia Hamm, I am a member of a team and I rely on the team, I defer to it, and I sacrifice for it. Because the team, not the individual, is the ultimate champion. This young lady lives that concept, plays like she's a team member always, and sacrifices for the team and gives for the team always. This player has been a constant offensive threat for us. She had a knack for being around the ball in the attacking third of the field. She was excellent on corner kicks and free kicks and tallied goals and several assists. She took our penalty kicks and never missed. Our recipient for the JFK Award for the 2014 season is Allie Friedman. The 2014 Lancer Award is the next award that we're going to be giving out. The hardworking and confident on the ball, this young lady added attacking ambition. This player often had to play in many positions to help the team based on opponents or our team injuries. She's willingly, effectively handled all the positions we placed her in tremendously well. This young lady, Haley Elliott, is the Lancer Award. The MVP is an award given to an individual player for their outstanding achievements during the season. She is a very smart on the pitch player and knows how to adjust to any offensive situation or rotation. She physically shuts down her opponents and has the agility to overcome their advantages. Her unselfish demeanor and on and off the field and commitment to the continual improvement is a quality that I will truly miss. Her amazing defensive leadership and knack for being in the right place at the right time was critical for our team. She is a Tri-Valley League All-Star. She's a Sun Chronicle All-Star. She is a Taunton Daily Gazette All-Star. She's a team captain. The 2014 Girls Varsity MVP is Cassidy Kim.
Cassidy!
If I could have Holly, Allie, Haley, and Amy up here, please. These are the four young ladies that mentioned earlier. They have done amazing things this season. They are the honorable mention for the Tri-Valley. We're very pleased with how hard they worked and how impressive they were this season. So congratulations on them. Okay, can we have the seniors come up this time? We just want to make them sweat a little bit up here because it's the last year. We want them to remember the moments. I can't believe I'm looking back and we're thinking that this is your senior year. Last year there were 11 of you up here. Every time we have the opportunity to acknowledge them, it's well worth the time because the seniors have done such a great job for this team and for the school. Every single one of these young ladies has shown sportsmanship, effort, and fantastic attitude towards the sport. So we have definitely players that are stepping up to the level. And the seniors are going to miss dearly. The first one I'll mention is Emily Weber. Emily played for us, and she played mostly midfield and sometimes forward. She was willing to do it, anything that the team had asked for positions. She was a great asset, and we were thrilled to have her. Congratulations. Even though I'm not a fan of her music, I am a fan of her. She's a great player. She's still trying to work on how to start her car, but side joke. It was once. She got stuck in the car. She didn't know how to turn around. Brittany runs away. We are thrilled to have Brittany. One of Brittany's best qualities, in my opinion, she's an extremely honest player, helps out the team. She would always offer advice to the underclassmen and try to get the team to play as a whole. If she wasn't on the field, you felt like she was, because she was always trying to encourage her teammates and just expect better from them, which was a great skill and quality. So congratulations. Marissa played or was outside, usually outside, right midfield, and she did a fantastic job at that. Last year she scored several goals. This year she was a big factor in giving assists as well as creating some pressure, added pressure to the forwards and stuff like that. She, as a senior, also gave a lot of leadership and helped out the teammates. It was a pleasure to have her on the team. Good job. Cassidy? Cassidy, as I mentioned earlier, was the MVP. She's also one of the All-Stars. Without a doubt, when she came up on the voting and the coaches talked about it, they saw this young lady who was just a fantastic player. They remembered her most by her throw-ins. They said, she's the one that can throw across the field pretty much. I go, yeah, that's right. So that helped a lot when we were trying to identify players, but Cassidy did a fantastic job as a player and as a senior and, most importantly, a captain. It's a great season. Holly? As I mentioned before, Holly was one of those players that improved tremendously last year. She got the most improved last year, and this year she also got an award because of her dedication to team effort and leadership. So we were thrilled to have her again. We're truly going to miss all these seniors. So again, congratulations. If there was a senior that improved the most, I would say it would be Lauren. She did a very nice job last year, but came with a whole new emphasis this year as a player and trying to develop her skills. She would go anywhere you asked her to do, play any position you asked her to give out so much effort. We would often have her mark players on the team. If we had someone mark, it was usually Lauren was one of them that would do that. And every single time, after she got the hang of it, she would be stealing the ball from them, even if they were the quote-unquote best player in the league. She would be stealing the ball. Timing was perfect. She'd run in front, take the ball. She was marking them well. She would prevent them from scoring goals. So true difference this year, and amazing players. So we were thrilled to have you. Good job. And now we're looking at Amy. Although Amy was hurt this season and couldn't play an awful lot, which we missed tremendously, no doubt. The intensity that Amy has is always amazing. She's always giving her best effort, always putting it to the limit, pushing it, and it was killing her not to play. Literally, after a game, she would be so upset because she couldn't contribute that game because she couldn't play. That's the kind of desire that you need to have as a player. That's the kind of desire you need to have when you can play. And she was begging to get on the field. And then eventually we were fortunate enough to have her come back, and she did a great job. She's definitely one of those players who would steal the ball from you and then just go right by you and keep on going. So we were thrilled to have her. Great season. At this time, I'm going to ask the senior parents from the girls' team to please stand, and let's recognize them and thank them. So please stand up. Senior parents. And at this point, the captains will take over.
Don't go anywhere, Coach Clark. I think your captains have a little something to show you their appreciation for all your hard work through the year. Thank you for all you do and all you put into our girls.
We'd like to announce the captains of next year. Based on the voting. It's sad to pass it down, but we'd like to announce Allie Friedman and Haley Elliott.